This is 2022 Undermarket Mixer PYT number 31, 2-box MLB. Thank you for joining us. I haven't got that read yet, Cousin Vinny. She seems much more normal than us. But I don't think she wanted to sit here and blend in with the green screen. So, they found her a jacket.
Yes.
Well, because it's crazy. It like shows the whole chair and the sweatshirt and everything. So I was telling them about how before we went live.
Yeah. We had to fix things a little bit.
All right, so we started this thing. Basically, it's max 2 breaks a day, and it's 1 box of each of these 2 products, Bowman Draft and Bowman Chrome. And it's like priced to where they're not really making any money on it, but it basically gets the cards like in the air sooner. So instead of coming in at 8 o'clock and maybe not doing a break, it being really slow and maybe not doing a break till like 11, it makes it so like people kind of want to tune in because there's like things being opened already, like basically right away. And we've only been doing it for 15 days because we're on 31 and 32 now. Today's the 16th day. But I actually love it, and I know the customers love it, like basically not needing to wait for things to like fill or anything.
Yep.
Like they want to know if you have OCD. Yeah, what I'm trying. So basically, I'm gonna flip these over. All the cards are gonna be in the same direction. Like each product is kind of like different, but sometimes we'll open a box and all the cards will be like.
Okay, wait.
Does that bother you?
They talk to us in the chat.
Yes, and that's how they're talking to us.
Do I have OCD?
You can look over there if that's easier for you, but either one.
I think my bigger thing is just ADHD, so I'll be looking all over the place, and that's even worse because I'm new here, so I have a lot to be looking all over the place.
Very similar.
No, definitely not. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been around Sarah for long enough to see her OCDs, but I'll let you know. There's a couple things I'm like very...
Sarah B.
More superstitious, I would say. I'll be like, okay, this has to happen because if not...
Like everything has a place type thing.
Not as bad. Well, I'm more like I can't step on cracks. Stuff like superstitious. Like, I don't know.
That's awesome.
We'll see. In time, we'll find out.
You want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm moving here I'm from Detroit. I then went to school in Miami. Where am I looking?
The camera, that specific camera is here.
Okay, so if I look there, it looks like you guys. Okay, yeah, so I'm from Detroit originally. I went to school in Miami, so I was living there for the past 4 years. And then I was actually working in local TV as a sports reporter and anchor in Oregon, in Eugene. So I was covering the
Go Ducks,
Oregon State Beavers and Oregon Ducks. But then that was just contract work, so my contract was up there, and now I'm moving to Vegas. So I'm really excited about this opportunity. I make a lot of content on TikTok, Instagram, so I'm going to be doing a lot of that for Blaz. If you guys want to check me out, it's at Erica.
Yeah, you can type it there.
My little self here. Yeah, here's my social if you guys want to check out the stuff that I have already been doing. That's on TikTok and Instagram, so you guys can check me out there. And I'm going to be doing that kind of stuff for Blaz and doing breaks, and kind of we'll figure out as we go.
Good luck, everyone. We're Biffs, even though we met yesterday.
Yep. Absolutely.
Anthony Gutierrez, Shimmer, first Bowman for Texas. Michigander. I want to know if you're from Rochester Hills.
I am not from Rochester Hills. I'm from West Bloomfield, which is also it's a suburb of Detroit. But if you're from Michigan, you would know exactly what it is.
All right. We have Lonnie White Jr., Lonnie White Ascension.
Oh, you're from Marquette? Okay, that's cool. You knew I was from... Oregon State is
for
Corvallis.
The Pirates.
Right. Yes, it is in Corvallis. So I was living... I guess I still live in Eugene, but I drive to Corvallis, or I was driving to Corvallis almost every day. It's like about a 45-minute drive. But yes, it is in Corvallis.
How do you know about that, LJ? LJ's from South Florida.
Okay, not Detroit. All Oakland County folks say Detroit. Yes, we do. You live in Port Huron. All right, cool. Cool.
I think it's easier when you're explaining to people that are located all over the
Right.
world, not just the United States. It's easier to say Detroit than say something else the same way I would say
Fort Lauderdale
Miami or
versus-
Fort
right,
Lauderdale
exactly.
versus, we'll call it Pembroke Pines, which is
Right.
where I'm actually from. Like, Vaquero Auto. Outside of LJ, most people in the chat probably don't know where Pembroke Pines is, so I wouldn't just say that's where I'm from.
And I only do because I went to school there for a while and know people. But yeah, most people, the common person isn't just going to know what West Bloomfield, Michigan is. So I say a suburb of Detroit. Your favorite university is UCLA, another Pac-12 team. Yes, I actually.
Guy 350.
I am very glad that I'm moving here and doing this. I didn't want to stay in Oregon, but the one thing that had I stayed, I was looking forward to was Pac-12 football this year. Is
But
definitely
you
going
can
to be
still
exciting.
root for Pac-12
Yeah,
football. I
mean,
root for Pac-12 football
Sarah
here.
and I will watch all the games.
We went to the Pac-12 championship, and I was telling her that I was so sad because I've been a Michigan. I've been an Oregon fan for like 10 years. I was so sad that they blew. They had like a 21-point lead in the third, and they blew it to Oregon State in the last game of the regular season when they were coming here. They were coming here, and they ruined it all.
I'm excited to show you. I don't have my hands on it yet. I need like my old news director to send it to me. But like the content that I made from that game, I'm excited to show you.
Yeah.
Because it was some of it was cool. And
We went, and it was fun, but it was Oregon State versus Utah, and I was like, is there a way to get them both to lose? Like, I was...
Wait, Oregon State was not. It was Utah versus USC.
Utah versus USC, yes. Yeah. My bad. Oregon State played the following game here, like a week later.
I would have loved to see Caleb Williams play, though. We'll go next year.
But it would have been my first Oregon game, and I missed it. Fanas to 199. Pink.
Yes, I did cover the Civil War. That's what I was just talking about. I
Dylan Dodd, auto.
made some really cool content there. Oh, let me send this link to my...
Yeah, you can send it to your mom now. She can come in the chat. My dad comes in the chat every now and then. So... Yeah, so Erica's going to be here. She's going to be doing some breaking. She's going to be doing some social media. We're going to try and maybe get some type of like podcast / sportscast. And we'll probably do a lot of things together, to be honest.
We have endless possibilities to come. Family.
I'm glad she wasn't in Oregon long enough to become a Oregon State fan, because ew.
It was more so like, I think whenever you're covering a team, like you...
Cousin Vinny, he's a Yankees fan. He wants to know. He wants to know your favorite baseball team.
Cousin Vinny, I don't know if I can tell you. We might not be able to be friends, but I'm a diehard Red Sox fan. Well, I'm sure you know that Sarah was a Boston sports fan, so she's got on her sweatshirt. But yeah, my dad's from outside of Boston, so I was born and raised on Red Sox baseball.
Bernable color match, 25 of 250.
But honestly, I love the rivalry. Ew, WTF. I love the rivalry, honestly. Like, I feed off of it. I've made a lot of friends through, like, the content creating I've done on social media and stuff, and my closest friend, who's another content creator, is a Yankees creator, and we really bonded, like, over the rivalry and, all those sorts of things. So, I, totally love the banter, the rivalry. I feed off that. It's great.
What's crazy is, growing up, when I first got into sports betting, I just remember, like, a lot of my early bets were, like, Red Sox, Yankees, like, overs, because they were just, like, so dominant and stuff when I was growing up that it was, like, I assumed since I was a kid and I was doing this that it was, like, I was doing well, but it was, like, there was always just so much, like, I don't know if passion's the right word.
No, I feel like that's a great...
The players, I feel like they play... At least when I was a kid, I felt like they played better and played harder because they just wanted to beat each other.
Totally. And I think, yeah.
I want to know if you're into Tom Brady.
I don't stalk Tom Brady, do I?
Go Ducks, exactly.
I would say, I don't know. There's a little bit of a learning curve for me here, right, guys? So I've been working in local TV where, I gotta really, really watch everything that comes out of my mouth and be really careful. So I'm gonna learn as I go, kind of like how much I can say. Like,
yeah, it's not like that around here.
Right, of course.
I cussed like probably 30 times yesterday, not even intentionally. Cade Horton, purple.
That's why we love her. So yeah, I mean, I like Tom Brady just as much as the next girl. Yeah, I mean, I think anyone that looks at him is gonna...
You're calling me weird? Sarah does. She's weird.
No, she's not weird.
I don't mind being weird. Weird
but,
is not a...
But Joe Burrow, though, he's all the talk these days. I swear my entire TikTok, my whole For You page, is just Joe Burrow content, like edits, all that stuff. And it's so funny. It's like, and then in the comments every once in a while I'll see someone be like, you do realize Joe Burrow has a long-term girlfriend, right? But everyone's obsessed with him right now.
I still think Joe Burrow's going to win the Super Bowl. I don't like the results from the last game. I think that the refs cheated and that the Bengals should have, would have, could have won.
Well,
Logan Tanner.
how about a Dodger besides base?
He's asking me for cards, basically.
Oh, about the cards.
Drew Gilbert, he's saying he wants a Dodgers hit that's not just the standard
Right, okay.
base card. Did I get the B card yet? No, but I did ask Chris Sanchez about them, and he said I can have them. But we just got here to, like, a half an hour ago, and I came straight on. So at 4 o'clock when Jags gets here, I will finally get to see my B cards. My Combies. Bang, Drew Gilbert.
How do we see, like...
MPEG, that's you.
Is there, like... How can we see, like, how many people are in here?
It's right here. 27 people, 7 likes.
Cool.
This is the timeline of how many people and all your information. Nice.
Cool. Excellent.
Kumar Rocker, Atomic, Invicta.
What are these?
Those you fill out if you get like a really, really good card and we want it to like not have to be sorted and stuff, so we ship it early. We fill out one of those forms.
Cool. I got my first piece of Les swag. I like it. In case anyone was wondering.
If you weren't here 35 or 60 seconds ago when I told the story, we came in here, we were getting set up. She has this lovely green shirt on, and I turned on the...
Wait, look what happens.
That's kind of funny, actually. So she was just a head in arms. It was kind of funny. Yes, oh my God, that was so painful as a Ducks fan. I was on Instagram the night that they lost the regular season game to Oregon State, and they had so many chances in the fourth quarter, so many shots at the end zone and so many opportunities, and they just, every year, it's like so difficult being a fan for them because whether they blow it to Stanford or whatever they do, there's just like never make it all the way.
Well, can we talk about even the Holiday Bowl? Were you watching when? They really were just not in a good... They ended up winning in the final, 2 seconds?
Oh, in their bowl game? Yeah, I was...
But, they put themselves in a horrible situation in that game.
But it's been like that, I'm telling you, like, it's been like that for, like, years.
I've heard it's... so I haven't been following Pac-12 football for a long time, but I've heard that it's kind of always, they'll make...
They're great. They should be great. They have some of the best recruiting. They have literally people want to go there because of the Nike endorsements and everything like that. Zach Maxwell. So they get the talent. Yeah. And then they just...
They'll have
I don't know if it's coaching.
They'll have a streak where they win 8 games in a row, score 40 points in every game. You think they're going to make the playoffs, and then all of a sudden they blow it.
Gio says, "Welcome to the circus." I love that. That's literally my favorite thing I've seen in a long time.
Wait, I was going to say, funny story about people want to go there because Nike and whatnot.
Kumar Rocker mood rings.
So I was in a press conference with Dan Lanning, Oregon's head coach. And it was on for signing day, but the early signing day. So when was that? December 1st, I want to say? December 30th? I don't know. The early signing day, whenever it was, I was in the press conference.
Phobia, this is Erica. If you scroll up a little bit, you can find her TikTok or Instagram or something.
Yep. And
here's your recap.
Where was I going?
Something about Media Day.
Oh, yeah. So someone essentially asked Dan Lanning, the head coach, do you think that people are more inclined to come to Oregon just since the NIL became a thing, and obviously with Nike it's a very good place for NIL deals, which he's going to give the politically correct answer and say that that's not a factor, but naturally it always will be.
Really quickly. That was 2022 Undermarket Mixer PYT number 31, 2-box Bowman MLB. Thank you for joining.